If you've been watching my channel for very long, you probably remember me talking about these Magic cards with the wrong card game on the back. These are known as Wyvern backs, even though they're actually Magic fronts, because they came inside the Wyvern card game. Now, this card game isn't made by Wizards of the Coast. It's actually made by a different company called US Game Systems. But they were still made in the same factory, in the same print facility, because Wizards of the Coast doesn't print their own cards. They hire another print facility to do that for them. They just sort of design the cards and do the pre-press work. So that's not the only time that's happened. Here's another example. Harry Potter. Now, this is a Wizards of the Coast card game. This is from Scourge. Anyway, so these two instances also aren't the only time this happened. Check out this sheet. This is a Magic the Gathering sheet from the Invasion set. It contains two theme decks, the Blowout theme deck and the Dismissal theme deck. Let's peek under the corner here. Oh, look at that! Pokémon cards. Yes, this whole sheet has Pokémon card backs. If you're really paying attention, you'll notice that the card backs are upside down. Here's a close-up of the information on the edge of the sheet. Property of Wizards of the Coast, Magic Invasion, English, then the date, form number 7, which has to do with how many sheets there are for the Invasion set, theme deck A and B, PBM, and a number. PBM is the name of the print facility, PBM Graphics. They're located in North Carolina. This sheet left the print facility in a batch of uncut Pokémon sheets destined for KB Toy Store promotions. It was the only sheet in the stack like this with the Magic fronts, and the owner was lucky enough to snag it at the KB Toy Store. These Harry Potter backed cards, they were also found in theme decks. These were actually, cut and packaged and found in the sealed product. Unlike this uncut sheet, which remains uncut. Here's another cool crossover item. This one isn't really a misprint. These are prototype Neo Destiny packs. It's just a mock-up wrapper around a regular booster pack for another card game. The one inside the purple wrapper there is a Magic the Gathering booster pack. Items like this are used at conventions, like the New York Toy Fair or things like that, where they need to present an upcoming product that doesn't exist yet to potential buyers. Not retail customer buyers, like store chain buyers. Here's another cool Pokémon Magic misprint. This Portal 3 Kingdoms trained Jackal has a Pokémon Energy card on the back. You'll notice that it also has square corners. This card was also printed at PBM Graphics, and I was lucky enough to be able to look at it in person a couple weeks ago. It showed up in 2018 when a mother was sorting through her son's old Pokémon cards and selling them. Maybe there's something I don't know there, but I'd be pretty upset if my mom was selling my Pokémon cards. Moving on to something that's a little more well-known, check out this Nidoran with a Magic the Gathering card back. These are German Unlimited base set cards, printed around September of 1999, give or take a month. They're on black core cardstock. How did this happen? Check out this conversation I had with one of the print facility workers. I personally have watched at least one sheet like this get lost in production. I was on the team for one of the print runs for Pokémon that had used the Magic Common sides for make-readies. When he says Magic Common side there, that's referring to the Magic card back. The common side is the side that's the same on all the cards. Make-readies are the cards produced in the warm-up process for the printer. I discussed that in my last video. Since they get thrown away, it's not unusual to use scrap sheets from other print runs in order to save on material costs. We were running behind in production that night. I was tasked to pull out the discarded make-readies. We had a pile change at the delivery and were crunched for time. A pile means a pile of sheets. They come stacked like on a pallet. You have a pile of sheets at each end of the press, one going into the press and one coming out of the press. The delivery end is the pile of sheets coming out of the press. I made the pile change and moved the skid to the staging area. Skid means the pallet of sheets. Staging area is the workspace where you prepare for expedient pile changes. I got busy and didn't get back to the pile to pull the refuse out in a decent amount of time, meaning that the make-readies were accidentally left in the pile of finished sheets. I ended up forgetting which pile it was in and had to walk away. I'm not saying this is that very sheet, but it could have been. This can happen a lot easier than people realize. It happened to me on Harry Potter cards, Pokémon, Dragon Ball Z, and Lord of the Rings cards at least once that I know of. Like he said, we don't know if that sheet that he was talking about is the exact one that this Nidoran and these other Magic-backed Pokemon cards came from. It's probably not. More than likely his sheet was caught by quality control and thrown away somewhere further down the line. But a similar error did cause this issue. When these particular Magic-backed Pokemon cards were found, there was a lot of sheets affected. They were found in a New York pack-out facility. Now, what that is it's not the print facility, and it's not Wizards of the Coast. It's kind of in between. So the print facility prints the cards, but they don't always have the machines and the equipment to package the cards. So the pallets of printed sheets get shipped to a pack-out facility, sometimes called a finishing facility. And at that location, that's where the sheets get cut into individual cards, corner-rounded, and packaged. So in this instance, the error was discovered at the pack-out facility after it had already left the print facility, but before it had gone to Wizards of the Coast or any distributors. These cards weren't found sealed in packages. They were caught by quality control. 10 cards were saved by quality control, by someone who worked there. These cards had already been sent through the slitters and cut, but they hadn't gone on to corner rounding yet, so they all have square corners on these 10 cards. All of the other sheets they found were destroyed. So there's only 10 cards. Those cards are 4 Nidorans, 2 Weedles, 2 Tangellas, 1 Growlithe, and 1 Arcanine. Let's take a closer look at some of those cards. Here's a different one of the Nidoran cards. Here's scans of another one of the Nidorans and a Weedle. Here's a mirror picture of those same 2 scanned cards. If you look closely, you can see the magic back reflected in the mirror. And of course, you can see that the cards have square corners. Here's a mirror picture of one of the Tangellas. Here's the other Tangella. Here's the Growlithe. This card was eventually graded by BGS. And here's the Arcanine. Those 10 cards went from the pack-out facility worker to the Charizard Authority. He sold 8 of them to a German Magic the Gathering collector at Gen Con in 2012, and he sold one to another Magic the Gathering collector elsewhere in the world near the end of 2013. Over the years, the German collector has sold some of his off to other collectors. Currently, I know where 8 of the 10 are located. The other 2 have fallen off the radar. No Pokémon Magic crossover video would be complete without mentioning this test print Blastoise. It's been a subject of controversy since it first showed up in September 2016 from a Wizards of the Coast employee. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you might recall that I opened one of these in a mail day a while back. We'll go into more depth about this card in the next video. That's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed seeing all the Pokémon and Magic crossover cards. Make sure to tune in for the next video.